I'm now going to show you how to make a mantra swirl using the slab mold. So we're going to use our regular mold that makes 15 bars, 3 across and 5 this way. And we're going to do the mantra swirl across here. So we're going to have basically 5 different mantra swirls going across here. And the way we do that is I made this form basically to allow us to pour the different colors in. So basically what I did was just took cardboard and cut it the width of the mold, which is 9 3/4 inches, and then I cut it 2.5 inches tall. I wrapped each one of them in packing tape, so hopefully I'll be able to use these again. And then I just cut the sides here. The dark lines here mark basically where the different bars are going to go across. And then I divided each bar into 3 sections and then put these dividers in here. So they're pressed down and this is all taped. And so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to pour 3 colors in. 1 color here, 1 color in the center, and then another color here. And essentially the colors will flip for each bar. So the center color will be here, and then this will be another color, center color here, and this is the 3rd color. The way I chose the colors for this soap is I used a color wheel, and what I decided to do was do the split complementary. So usually for violet the complementary is yellow, but we're going to split that so we can get 3 colors on either side. So I'm going to use the violet here, the purple, and then we have the green and the yellow, green and the orange. And then in order, because the purple is complementary to the yellow, I added a little bit of yellow to each of the green and the orange. So our 3 colors are purple, a yellow green, and a yellow orange. So right now, essentially what we're going to do is start to make the soap, mix the soap with the lye. This is the oils that we have. It's castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, palm kernel oil, and sunflower oil. And what I've done is I have the lye. I've already added the fragrance. The fragrance that we're using is Bird of Paradise by Candle Science. So that's already in there. So we're ready to mix the lye. And what I'm going to do first, instead of using the stick blender, I'm just going to use a whisk. So I can get these, so I can get the lye and the oil mix. I can always use the stick blender later. I should have my safety goggles on doing this. So I just want to get this mixed very well. Okay, now I just need to divide it into 3 equal measurements. And I have a scale here. And basically I want to pour 720 grams of this into each color, or close to it. That's good. rest will just go in here. And then we just want to mix all the colors. And they're starting to thicken a little bit. Now what I did beforehand was I took a little bit of the base oil. I added about 3 tablespoons to each of the colors to help dissolve the colors and make it easier to mix. Some gloves on. And we're just going to hit each of the colors a little bit with the stick blender. Just to make sure they're thoroughly mixed. Okay, so then just with a light trace. That's good. That's good. And that's good. Okay, now we can start filling your mold. Essentially, select one of the colors and try not to get over the edge. And the purple one's going to go in the center. And the green goes there. And now we do the purple again in the center. And the orange. And the purple again. And the green. Purple. And the orange. And the purple. And then the green. We'll see, we should be able to use up all the soap. So you want to see where you need more soap. Okay, now we can pull the forms off. We'll just take this down a bit. And now it's a matter of just pulling these out. Taking these off. Okay, now it's time to do the swirl, and we can do it with two different skewers, either a thin skewer or a thicker skewer. And so since we have 5 different sets of bars, I'm going to just vary each one. And to help me determine where the bars are, I have these cross pieces that I'm just going to set and tape down so I know where to move the skewer. So first we're going to do the thin one. And on this, all I'm going to do is just zigzag back and forth across. So you just go from the top to the bottom. You're going all the way through the soap. So that's the thin skewer. Now for the thicker skewer, we're going to go through these and just do the same thing. So this is just going to pull a little bit more of the soap. You can do them close together, far apart. Okay, now for the next one, I'm going to go back to the thin skewer, but I'm going to make a figure 8. So we're going to start down here and we're just going to loop back and forth. And that just makes a slightly different pattern. And I'll do that with the thick skewer. And then the last one, I'm going to do the thin skewer and do a figure 8. Now I'm going to go back at a diagonal and just do a slightly different design. And so there we have it. This is the mantra swirl in the slab mold, and we've done 5 different types of mantra swirls, and when this is done we'll cut it into different bars.